I have been noticing a change that has been happening in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's been a good change. Hey, cycling community, this is Steve, Grusis the Cycling Greek. This is a Tuesday. I'm racing the Zwift race on a Tuesday because it's raining outside. This is stage 3 of the Pass Racing Umezi Grit, which is mostly a gravel type of race. We're on some gravel right now. The course is about 12 miles long and a little over 700 feet of climbing. And that's usually more climbing than I want to have in a Zwift race, but today I didn't mind it so much. And that's one of the good things that's been happening from the last few weeks. We were just on one of those small climbs, and because it's toward the beginning of the race, I was doing okay. I'm still toward the front. Now we're on a steeper climb, got that orange going. So I'm still there, but I'm doing just a little bit of sag climbing. I let up for a little bit, just so I can get a little bit of recovery, so I can then keep pounding it to stay with the front of the group. There you saw me at the very front, but that's because I overshot. The name of the game for me is using as little energy as possible to stay in the position that I want to be in. Because of how I distribute my videos, there's a lot of new people that haven't seen my stuff before. So let me give you a quick rundown of who I am. In another 6 or 7 weeks, I'm going to be 71. I am subject to atrial fibrillation, and for the last 11 years or so, and as of about half a year ago, I've also been subject to atrial flutter. On the road, I do mostly road races, very few crits anymore, although I do love crits. But in the years past when I crash, I lose skin. Now it's broken bones. My goal for this year is the old guy version of the Tour de Gila stage race in Silver City, New Mexico. I did it 3 times in the early 2000s, and I did it as a young guy, obviously, and it was 5 stages. They still have 5 stages, but for 50s, 60s, and 70s, and unfortunately the 70s, that's me, are racing with the 50s. We are doing the last 3 stages, a road race, a crit, and a road race. Now, Silver City is at about 5,000 to 6,000 feet elevation, and we climb up to close to 8,000 feet a couple of times. So there's climbing everywhere in that. Even the crit has climbing in it. In that last climb, we had a mix of yellow grades and orange grades, which are a little bit steeper. The climb we're on now has orange and a little bit of red. We're getting stretched out, so there's not a lot of sag climbing I can do. I was able to stay close enough to get benefit of the draft as I was falling back a little bit. That enabled me to stay connected with the group as we got over the top. Now our group of 48 has whittled down to a group of 11. I was really starting to feel those climbs, and I have one more lap to do with those same set of climbs in it. So now it's a question of, can I hang on with these guys all the way to the end? This is a pass stage race, and if I pronounce it correctly, PAS, I notice there's a lot of pass uniforms in here. And those uniforms, they stand out to me because they remind me of some competitors' uniforms that are very similar to that I race with. And that is the Courier Monterey Racing Team. I noticed in my training as I'm getting ready for the Tour de Gila that I now can go stronger, longer, and my recovery time between intense efforts has decreased. It's now about 2.5 miles to go as we start hitting the climbs again. The nearest person to us is about 30 seconds away, so if I fall off, I have a good chance of getting to the finish before that 12th place person gets there. This is the point where I am now. I get to the end and it's crunch time, and I usually fall off and lose contact with the main group or whatever's left of the group before I get to the finish. I'm now toward the back of the pack. There's only 2 people behind me, I think. I'm hitting of 350 watts. Well, I was, and now this is what happens. I just lose contact because I'm at the edge and these guys are still going. I shouldn't say just guys. There's a couple of women that are with that lead group. I'm not the only one that's fallen off. There are 2 riders behind me. The closest one is 7 seconds. It was about 5 seconds. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the graphics on the right. I'm seeing what my watts per kilogram is, and I'm trying to keep it above what that other rider's watts per kilogram is. I figure if I do that, he or she won't be able to catch me. And as it turned out, it worked. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. As always, remember, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, and I got 9th. The Cycling Greek.